Okay, it is the 5th and final match. We are 3-1. We beat Burn and Storm and Tron, and we lost to Humans. This match brought to you by Blueberry Lemonade Seltzer. We're on the draw. Our opponent, Uremico, mulligan to 6, and we have the ideal opener, which is Wanderer into Thalia, if we want, depending on what our opponent's hand is. If our opponent is not on a deck where Thalia is going to matter, then we can go Wanderer into Supreme Phantom, and Wanderer into Supreme Phantom into Drogskol Captain is a crazy fast clock. Wanderer into Supreme Phantom into Wanderer plus Thalia into Drogskol Captain is also crazy. Is that a Mistveil Plains? Oh, dear. Oh, this is going to be tough.
What does that mean?
It has to be Martyr Proc. And that is like an...
I still don't know what that is.
It is the Martyr of Sands, Proclamation of Rebirth, loop the life gain, and put a card on the bottom of your library every turn until your opponent decks deck. It is
buckle up.
It is a horrible matchup. Horrible matchup.
So we potentially could be in for a long one here.
Yeah.
All right. So we're on the kill 'em plan.
We are absolutely, unless I'm totally misreading and Mistveil Plains. I don't know a single other deck that plays Mistveil Plains. So it has to be Martyr Proc. So we are on the kill 'em plan for sure. All right, they're on a mulligan, and they have done nothing for 2 turns. A Path to Exile is quite good. Because we need to be able to permanently remove some of their creatures because of Proclamation of Rebirth. The Martyr Proc game plan is not easy to explain in a couple words. So if you're curious, if I'm right and this is Martyr Proc, you can just watch and see it. And if you're curious, you can pause and look it up. But it's Oketra's Monument. Okay, so still thinking this is almost certainly a Martyr Proc deck. Martyr Proc plays Squadron Hawk. And so
Squadron Proc.
Oketra's Monument is real good with Squadron Hawk. Okay, Mutavault. That's somewhat awkward. We've drawn the 2 Mutavaults just again all the time. Both Mutavaults. And it is very awkward here.
So,
being able to play a Drogskol Captain would be huge.
Yeah. Do you just play Mausoleum Wanderer or fire up your Mutavault?
Mausoleum Wanderer.
Sorry,
yeah.
Now, this is where the trick is going to pay off, the double Mutavault.
Yep. So we're going to right-click Mutavault, see that it's newly controlled, and we're going to click here to add colorless mana. And then this one, we right-click, we see it's not newly controlled, and we click pay this, it becomes a...
So that it's not summoning sick, and then you can't attack.
Which, if anybody's ever played against like mono red with Cough of the Hammer, you've definitely seen them play a mountain, play Cough, and then animate the summoning sick mountain, and then complain in the chat. That is very common line.
So we're hitting them for 7 here. Okay, and so with Martyr Sands, they can gain life right away, basically.
The scarier thing is if they play another white source, and they go Squadron Hawk, get a 1/1, Squadron Hawk, get a 1/1, Squadron Hawk, get a 1/1. It'll take us some time to punch through all of that. If we can get a colored source, and okay, cool. They must have had a terrible hand. But they played the Oketra's Monument, which pretty much locks in that this is Martyr Proc. This is just a... Thank God we won game 1. This is such a brutal matchup.
That's like the only thing I can think of.
Right? Vapor Snag is fine too. No, it's not. Echoing Truth is good. So because we saw the Oketra's Monument, I'm gonna bring in Fragmentize.
Sorry, what's the second card that...
Proclamation of Rebirth.
Okay.
It's a card that has forecast. You pay 6 mana, you forecast it, you reanimate, or no.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, 6 mana, forecast it, you regrow a 1 mana creature. And so we can't counter that.
Right.
Because it's a forecast ability. So Worship is just terrible. And Settle the Wreckage is bad too because they don't attack. Unless they can kill us. Like, their win con is looping, just gaining like hundreds of life.
Okay, what about Negate?
So they play mostly creature spells. They probably play Ghostly Prison.
Oh, what about Rest in Peace?
Yeah, sure. That shuts off the proclamation. I don't know why I was overlooking that. They still have a way to gain a ton of life, but that does turn off the
probably
loop.
have enchanted on level 2.
We should bring in Negate, I think, because they probably have Ghostly Prison.
Okay.
And we need to be able to attack.
Does Path even help us?
Path is still pretty good. I think I do like Path. Probably don't need Vendilion Clique. Don't need Phantasmal Image. Well, maybe we want to keep Phantasmal Image. We don't need Remorseful Cleic. Remorseful Cleic is not going to get him. We either have the Rest in Peace or we don't. We can maybe cut a Path. I'm with you on that. The more I think about it, the more I think that the Negate's probably not necessary. Because I don't know if we're going to get to 6 cards to cut. We can cut a Phantasmal Image, maybe a Thalia, maybe 2 Thalias. Maybe cut all the Thalias.
Yeah.
And keep the Phantasmal Image to copy Lords and put a quicker clock on the board.
I don't know.
It's a weird deck. It's a fringe deck. It could not be that deck. We didn't really see them do anything, but Oketra's Monument and Mistveil Plains. Martyr Proc is a weird one. I don't really know why I know anything about that deck. I've just been playing Modern for a while, I guess.
Never heard of it. This makes me wonder if like they're also 3/1 or if they're.
No, you can play against any random person.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, stage 1. Like anybody in stage 1, which means matches 1 through 5, which is everybody in the league. Got a mulligan this.
So you could 5-0 against people that like just joined.
As far as I know, yeah. I think we can keep this on 6. Since we're on the draw. It's not a good hand, but it has a Mausoleum Wanderer, it has a Path, it has Thraben Inspector. A Ganjo Castle.
Okay, so that's going to prevent burn or something. Maybe they.
What legendary creature would that
be?
Maybe Thalia.
No. Geist is trapped. I don't know.
Mono white? They don't play Geist.
Oh, I don't know if they're mono white or not.
They're mono. I'm pretty sure they're mono white if they played Oketra's Monument and Mistveil Plains. This could just be like a white flicker deck. There's also a chance. No, there's no way it's an Emeria deck because they play all these non-planes.
Maybe they have their own Thalias.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I do kind of like that Thraben Inspector just makes them, incentivizes them to do nothing. It's sort of like a Greenbelt Rampager, you know, in that it's a 1-drop kind of, but it takes 2 turns because you spend the second turn cracking the clue. It's going to be fine if we never find the 3rd land for Drogskol Captain. It is Emeria. That is so weird that they're playing Emeria in this deck with a Ganjo Castle and Mistveil Plains. Is Mistveil Plains a Plains? I think it is, actually.
You can fetch it up, right?
I think it is literally a Plains. Right. Okay, Kami of False Hope. Yeah, so that's a classic Martyr Proc card. And real tough for us to get rid of without Rest in Peace. Seems people play Kami of False Hope in Spirits, and I don't know why you would do that. Alright, we're just going to keep on riding this 1-lander.
So can Path somehow...
No. Kami? No.
What?
Can Path get rid of Kami?
No, I was just going to ask, can Path like prevent us from dying to their combo or whatever?
Martyr of Sands requires a mana to sacrifice. Doesn't have to tap.
Okay.
So...
Sorry, I don't fully understand what the combo is.
So I don't really want to explain it because it's stupid and convoluted and takes a long time.
Sure.
But it's a reanimate a thing every turn and gain a lot of life. And okay, we're gonna path that. You reanimate something and gain a lot of life over and over every turn for the whole game. Until eventually you have no cards left in your library, and you use Mistveil Plains to put a card back on the bottom every turn. And you have so much life that your opponent can't kill you, and they don't have Mistveil Plains, and so eventually they deck themselves and you don't. There's more to it, but it's a stupid deck that I don't want to explain. The frustrating thing about it is that it is a combo that does not involve casting a spell.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't counter it. Ranger of Eos will get a Martyr of Sands.
Squadron Hawk or something?
Or is it, Squadron Hawk costs 2.
I see.
Martyr of Sands and Hex Parasite. I guess that's for Aether Vial? Why would they get that? Okay, we are 11 cards deep here.
We might just die to damage.
This is kind of dumb. What have we drawn? We've drawn these 4, I think. Or maybe it was these 3 and Wanderer.
Yeah.
Taking 7. Thalia's Lancers. Okay, well, we get to see what the legendary creature is here. It's just not occurring to me what it would be. Oh, I guess it's Shalai. And like maybe a Lyra. I see. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Gisela. Yeah, so just like
life gain.
Life gain creatures. Ugh.
That's just awful.
Okay, we're going to concede now. Because we had 1 land in the top 12 cards.
Mm-hmm.
This is a horrible matchup. I think I want to bring the path back in. And get rid of like a Selfless Spirit or Nebelgast Herald. I think Nebelgast Herald can go probably.
Paying for what?
The 4th path.
Oh, geez,
brought back
61 cards?
I just brought in the 4th path. I'm trying to cut a card.
I missed that. The resident pupper came to say hi.
I think I'm going to cut a Nebelgast Herald.
Sure.
Oh, that was a terrible game. I think it was an okay keep, but, we just got unlucky. This is a very aggressive hand. This is what we have to keep. Turn 2 is 3. Turn 3 is 6. Turn 4 is... Okay, we have 19 damage in our hand on turn 4. So in true Blue-White Spirits fashion, we're one short. Yep. So if we draw any spirit, any 1 or 2 mana spirit, then we have 20 damage on turn 4 in our hand. Because this will attack for 3 on turn 2, and then Phantom and Wanderer will attack for 6 on turn 3 for a total of 9, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, we have 21, not 19. We have 21 damage.
Which bit?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Stuck his head into my bedroom door.
Oh.
Finn did.
Yeah, he's like
Sarah, since you're here,
Yeah.
Meeg showed me a new Instagram called Round Boys, and it's just pictures of animals that are extraordinarily round.
I'm interested in #flat animals.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Why would that one fucking guinea pig king?
Yes. Yes. Okay, so we got our two mana spirit.
Oh.
So turn 2 Mutavault, play Supreme Phantom, attack for 3. Turn 3 Drogskol Captain, attack for 6, putting into potentially 11. Turn 4 land, Rattlechains, activate Mutavault, swing for 13. So we can even get through with a little bit of life gain. That's kind of nice. Hopefully they are going to...
It's funny how our round 1 opponent said that our plays were kind of mindless.
Wait, what?
At some point.
Oh, we were like, oh, we're thinking, and they were like, I don't know why you have to think after I screwed up and got the wrong Tron land. And like,
right.
That's a fair point. It's like they screwed up so bad, but they have a tapped land.
This guy ruined us.
And okay, so Kami,
that ruins it a little bit.
It's not terrible, but it means they get one more turn, as is. So we can't get them on turn 4 anymore. They are a ways away from assembling any kind of combo. The scariest card they could play right now is Ghostly Prison. Squadron Hawk is not scary. Annoying, but not scary. Might as well play the Haunt. Doesn't make any difference. We can still animate the Mutavault. This doesn't matter at all if we animate the Mutavault because they can chump block it with the Kami and then sack the Kami anyway, but
might as well.
Might as well.
They might wait.
Okay.
Okay, so they use that.
Yep.
So now coming down next turn is at least one more Squadron Hawk problem.
Yes. So if they only play one Squadron Hawk, we can play Rattlechains end of turn. They have one flying blocker. They block our biggest thing.
2 flying blockers.
Or 2 flying blockers and a ground blocker. So we get in for 2 creatures, which would be 5 damage. That's a good sign.
Yeah. Really digging for that land.
Tapped land, that's really, really rough.
Okay,
So, oh yeah, 6 mana is when they can start doing proc and get back the Kami. And at that point, if we don't have Rest in Peace, we can't win.
Right.
So
we do have 3 of those in the deck.
Yeah, we're really hoping to find a Rest in Peace. Okay, we're gonna use this land to activate Mutavault so that we could potentially Moorland Haunt end of turn if for some reason one of our creatures dies. And otherwise we can just play the Wanderer. So our 2 biggest attackers are 7 power, which means the other 9 gets through. So as far as I can... Wait, they just not block? So if they have Path, we win. Or they just die. Wow, cool. We absolutely got away with that one.
Oh my God.
That is a terrible matchup. That could have gone so wrong at any point, but we got there. I think that being as aggressive as possible is the right answer against Martyr Proc.
Mhm.
Not that it's a very common deck or one you should expect to see very very often, but
I'm glad we didn't get to see the combo.
yeah, because it's not fun. It's a very, 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 very slow combo. So they stall with Kami, Squadron Hawks blocking, Martyr Sands gaining life, and Ghostly Prison. But even those aren't super sustainable stalling tactics. They really need to get to the 6 mana.
Right.
And so by just presenting as fast a clock as possible is key, which is why we were playing out the Lords instead of the Rattlechains. It's why we were attacking with Mutavault every turn.
Right.
So
they're not trying to really interact with you. They're just
yeah. So about this league, about this deck list, Thalia was okay.
sure,
Mutavault was awesome.
absolutely.
We drew Mutavault in our opening hand almost every game of the entire league.
Yeah.
So we obviously have a warped impression of how useful it could be.
Mhm.
But on the other hand, we drew it almost every game. It was awkward, I remember, twice.
Sure.
And good most of the other times, and never useless.
Right.
I don't think there was a again, granted, we drew it every game, but I don't think there was any game where we played Mutavault and didn't animate it and attack with it at least once. It's super weird statistically that like we never drew more than 15 cards in any game, and we had both Mutavaults in like
A lot of the games.
10 of them,
Yeah.
like 10 out of 12 games or whatever it was. But cool. Got the 4-1. Only lost, I think 3 games, right?
Sure.
So we were 9-3 in games.
Yeah. Can you look at the record? You just pull up the league again.
2-1, 2-0, 2-1,
Yeah,
1-2, 2-0.
We lost 4 games then.
Oh yeah, we lost one to Martyr Proc.
Yeah.
The game that we only had 1 land.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Thalia was good. We did lose game 1 against Storm, even drawing Thalia. That was silly, but we do lose game 1 to Storm a lot. Overall, the matchup is phenomenal, but that's because our main deck is already pretty good, and post-board we just get way better. So that's okay. And Mutavault was cool. Mutavault has proved itself again.
Fantastic games. Fantastic league. Some of the games were not that great.
Yes. Match 5, game 2, not great.
No.
Match 1, game 1, not great. Match 1, game 2, barely great, except for the way that we ended the final game.
Was pretty cool.
Which
Despite
we're not
this-
gonna say what it was because that's a different video. So if you haven't watched Match 1, the conclusion of Match 1 was one of my favorite ways I have ever won with this deck, and there are a lot of fun wins.
Yeah.
So
And that's
definitely-
thanks to a missed click.
that's true. It wouldn't have happened if I hadn't made a mistake. So that's pretty funny too.
All right.
Anyway, we gotta crack our last packs. If you don't care about this, just close the video now. Who's up?
You're up.
You're up. You want Jaya or Jaya?
I want Giant.
Okay,
But you're up.
I'll look in Jaya. All right, this sealed deck is only okay so far. I'm hoping to bring it together with this pack.
You have like pretty even colors.
I do, almost identical number of all colors, including artifacts. Voldalian Arcanist, bad. Invoke the Divine. Against you specifically, I might play. Get2 Journey Mage, good, but not for my deck. Opt, good, but not for my deck. Wow, I'm getting nothing here. Mammoth Spider, Soul Salvage.
Yeah, that's good.
I might play Soul
Yeah,
Salvage. Might play.
Against the 3 Eviscerate deck.
It's true. I mean, I have like History of Benalia and Call the Cavalry and like these non-creature
Sure.
things, but I still might. Fire Intervention is no good. Cloud Reader Sphinx is no good. Navigator's Compass is no good. Primordial Worm is no good.
Oh.
Icy
no.
Manipulator is very good. I'm
Oh.
very happy to have Icy Manipulator.
Wow.
Thallid Soothsayer is going to be nice in my deck that produces a fair number of tokens. Steel Leaf Champion, cool card to open, but not useful here. And Garnet the Bloodflame, I'm definitely not going to play. So overall, not a great pack, but the Icy Manipulator and the Thallid Soothsayer are going to make the cut.
I
in my
think you
deck.
really got a great like black-white with a lot of artifacts deck.
Yeah, I have a fair number of artifacts that are going to come in handy. You're totally right. I got like an almost perfectly even distribution of all 5 colors, which makes it a little bit
You do have
difficult.
another pack here.
Oh, yeah. That was a bad pack.
Okay, I am looking, and
Uh-huh.
I have an opt. Not playing that problem. Adamant Will. The first one's probably not making my deck. Third one certainly will not. Get you Lava Runner. Oh, I love seeing this. A Grow from the Ashes. That's my second.
Another Grow from the Ashes.
Yeah.
So your splash is free.
My splash is basically free. Another Divest. Not playing the first one. Pierce the Sky. It's a good sideboard card. Academy Journey Mage. My blue, it's building up, but it's not that great. I do have a Narmeha, a few other wizards, but I still think it's not as good as my other colors here. Tragic Poet. Ooh, this is a good one. Vicious Offering.
That is
Fantastic
really good in the green-white sapling deck, if that's what you end up playing.
Yeah. Okay. Amaranthine Wall.
Probably not going to make the cut here.
No. Ooh, On Sarah's Wings. That's a pretty phenomenal enchantment.
It's true. I would love to have that in my deck.
Yeah, really turn games around.
Not as good, in my opinion, as the black version of it. The one that like is an infest stapled to a demon.
Oh.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's like black 2. When it comes into play, all other creatures get -2/-2 or
That's
something
from
like
Babylon,
that.
though, right?
Oh, right. That's not from Dominaria. We just drafted it at the same time.
Yeah. I opened what's basically my 4th Eviscerate, but it's Settle the Score. So if I have a Planeswalker in the last few cards here, then it gets even better.
Yeah, let's hope you don't. I'm going to really hope that you don't.
Foil Scourge Prospector.
That goes with my 3 non-foil Scourge Prospectors.
Oh my god. Traxos Scourge of Krug.
That's horrifying. How many of those Voltaic Servants do you have?
2. I've got 2 Voltaic Servants.
Okay, well, that is a Traxos Scourge of Krug with no downside.
Yep.
That is a 4-mana 7/7 trample.
I am looking very much forward to building this.
Just eviscerating me.
Yeah. And,
that's what I get for playing the blue-white Teferi control with multiple Mesa Unicorns in our previous
my
set.
turn.
Yep, my turn to get stomped. Anyway, thanks for listening to us crack Dominaria sealed pool on this modern gameplay recording with no video. Thanks for listening. We got the nice 4-1. The deck was cool. This deck so far in its exact iteration is 9-1 in matches, and it is 19-4 in games. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty darn good.
Also, just want to plug the Spirits Discord.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna put a link in the description
Yep.
of the videos.
And everybody who's watching this is already a member of the Spirits Discord. But if you're not, you can join the Spirits Discord
And come talk about the deck.
Yep. And click the link. Anyway.
Bye.
Goodbye.